They won't let the migrants off the bus. We're gonna follow that bus all the way to the airport. He's backing up into you. This guy almost backed up into us.
Whoa! Whoa, did you get that video?
She's blocking traffic.
Do you have your ID?
I do, but am I being detained?
No, you need to do here at the airport.
Calling police on American journalists. They're shutting the door on us here. Sir, why are you blocking the camera?
No discussion.
No. In our last report, we brought you the secret migrant facility at 1211 East Apache Street in Phoenix. When we stood outside the facility, the buses, seeing me, wouldn't even stop to pick up or drop off passengers for fear of having me report on what they were doing. So if you zoom in there, you can see the line of migrants at this welcome center waiting to be picked up by the bus. The bus comes on the hour. It's almost 2 o'clock. They're in a line coming out of the center. We're going to follow that bus all the way to the airport and interview the bus driver. So we decided to start following the bus that departed on the hour every hour from this location to Phoenix Sky Harbor. The first thing that happened to us was the bus stopped on the side of the road. The driver got out and started taking video of us. He's recording us. Do you have this? Should I get out and talk to him? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Come on. Hi, sir. Hi. He's filming us. So we're following this bus. It says American Nation Tour on it, but the website's down, so we're going to try to figure out who's contracting them. Then, to our shock, the driver of the bus turned on his rear tail lights and began to attempt to back into us, apparently trying to ram into our vehicle. He's backing up into you.
He hits my car, he's bang. Get it on video.
Okay. I don't know what that was about. This guy's trying to threaten us right now, but we're journalists on assignment. We have that pesky First Amendment, right?
You know, we could have this guy pulled over for reckless driving.
Yes, we could. He's definitely driving recklessly. This guy almost backed up into us. What happened next was unbelievable. The bus began violently swerving across the interstate in an attempt to evade us. It got on and off on-ramps at the last minute. We captured this one on video.
Yeah, he's still trying to. Whoa! Whoa, did you get that video? Did you get that on video? Reckless driving. Get it on video.
Reckless driving. Did you get that on video?
Yeah.
This bus driver is currently driving recklessly, trying to evade our ability to report on him dropping off the migrants at the airport, trying to evade our journalism. We have a First Amendment right to film and ask questions. Here we go. In fact, the swerving and evasive maneuvering by the bus was so violent that we actually lost track of this particular bus. We went back to 1211 East Apache Street and followed the next bus on the hour. We decided to meet them at the airport and get out of the car before the bus arrived. But when the driver saw us do that, the bus refused to unload the migrants at the terminal because I was standing outside with my iPhone. She's trying to record me. Ma'am, they're evading us. They won't let the immigrants off the bus. They won't let the migrants off the bus. She's blocking traffic. All right, let's get back in the car. They're not going to let them off the buses? This woman was going to let them off, but then she saw me, started filming me, and she keeps going. So standing outside, the bus sat at the terminal outside the door for several minutes before the driver called the Sky Harbor police. Hi. She's on the phone. She is afraid to open the door of the bus. So we're going to sit here and see what's happening.
A few minutes later.
So this bus has been evading us for quite some time. Pulling up first to the terminal prior, now pulling up to this terminal. She's taking video of us, if you can zoom in on the phone there, and afraid to open the door and let the migrants out into the airport. So we're just going to sit here and until they open the door. She's on the phone concerned about our presence here. I don't know who she's calling. The driver is clearly upset, staring at me. The police showed up to investigate, asked who we were, and then they left. They've called the police. Every single time they called the police. You know, there is some irony with the bus filled with migrants shipping people via airports, and they're calling the police on an American journalist for reporting on it. Hi, I'm an American journalist. I'm here asking questions. My name is James O'Keefe. How can I help you?
Do you have your ID?
I do, but am I being detained?
No, you need to do here at the airport.
We're shooting some footage for a news report that we're doing.
After the officers showed up, the driver opened the door and the migrants stepped off. It seemed as though law enforcement was being used to intimidate journalists. Calling police on American journalists for reporting on issues. Sir, can I have your name?
Yeah.
What is your first name?
Steve.
Steve Butler. Ma'am, what's your name? A1. Sir, what's your badge number and name? 6974. Ma'am, why did you call the police? Ma'am, who do you work for? Ma'am, who do you work for? Here we have the migrants walking in the airport. We're going to walk into the airport with them. We have the migrants coming into American Airlines, and they're going to be stationed right there. They're cutting the line. They're cutting the line. We have police officers escorting the migrants. But as the police rounded the corner of the airport, they darted off, not wanting to have any further involvement in the situation. Using some source information our tipsters sent us over Signal and X, we were able to figure out where the buses were coming from originally, down near the border. Border Patrol agents refer to them not as migrants or illegal immigrants, but as bodies or tonks, and have told O'Keefe Media they transported them through a series of centers, stations, and tent cities throughout Arizona. The web of facilities is so vast and so complex, it's difficult to even summarize. But we decided to begin somewhere. One of the initial locations is actually on an Indian reservation called Tohono O'odham, a completely unknown facility that you cannot visit and has not been reported on. The facility is referred to as LEC, or Law Enforcement Center, 3 miles north of the border on San Miguel Road. It is from here that the bodies are transferred to places like TSS, the tent city at 4550 East Los Reales Road in Tucson, close to the Los Reales landfill, or perhaps to the tent city on the border town of Nogales, NPC, the Nogales Processing Center. It is from the Nogales Processing Center that the bodies are then transferred to an area where they are bused north, taken to another processing facility that has capacity, or to NGOs like the International Red Cross, the International Rescue Committee, and many others. So we decided to check out where the bodies are being loaded onto the buses after the Nogales Processing Center. That occurred at the intersection of North Grand Avenue and West Crawford Street in Nogales, Arizona, just a few hundred yards from the border. I went to talk to the driver and the organizers of the buses. Ma'am, perdóname. ¿Habla inglés?
Yes.
Let me see your badge. See this badge, please? Santa Cruz County. I noticed that the badge the staffer on the bus was wearing was one of Santa Cruz County. Apparently, the county foots the bill for the transportation of the migrants from the border towns like Nogales to the migrant centers we found in places like Phoenix, and also, apparently, Tucson. Are you with the county of Santa Cruz, or?
Yes. For the county.
Is this a bus transportation?
I can't answer no questions.
Oh, okay. Okay. While I was talking to the Santa Cruz County employee, on the rear side of the bus, one of our OMG citizen journalists was talking to American Red Cross workers. They did not know they were being videotaped.
This is the Alitas, or is this the American Red Cross?
This is, we're the American Red Cross, just a sister.
The Red Cross official confirmed that another nonprofit called Alitas was involved in Nogales and Tucson.
My worries is that you've probably been watching TV. They get shipped and then they get like abandoned over there.
Well, I'm here, and I can tell you that that's not true. They go to another place.
But when they get to their
Shelter.
final destination, like in New York, like they get dumped and people are like helpless. Are you still providing help over there? Because everybody watches the news.
Can't discuss that with you, sir.
Huh?
Cannot discuss that with you.
The Red Cross workers confirmed that the migrants were shipped to more secretive shelters throughout the state, and we at OMG were determined to find them. And find them, we did. Why are you blocking the camera? What?
Out of respect for humans. Okay.
What do you mean respect?